Hello there and welcome. Today we are going to try out one of the key operations that was just released for print and play at Mini Stravaganza. And so today I've got set up for extract the agent. And so the agent will be represented by my cable commando that you may have seen my video on that conversion and painting project. So he will be standing in for the agent. And I basically grabbed two teams that I've been playing a decent amount. I've got good reps in with them so that I won't have to think too hard about their abilities and can hopefully then focus more on the rules of the key operation. So the aggressor is going to be Obi-Wan over here with Barris and Echo and Tech, along with Maul, Rex, and the Republic Commandos. And the Sentinel is going to be Count Dooku, his squad basically, so Django and Magna Guards, along with Mother Talzin, Savage, and the B2s. Now, in these key operations, the aggressor always goes first. So when you're figuring out how to lay out the map, remember that the card is always facing the first player, so it's always the aggressor in this case. So with that, for stage one, we have the priority objectives, the two here, the agent there, and then priority there. And unfortunately, because these two objectives are so close to the edge of the board, they're slightly off screen, but just barely. So hopefully we don't miss too much there. But the one over here is a priority objective. And the priority objectives are the security consoles. So the Sentinel is going to want to control those to get damage on the lockdown tracker. So just 5 damage. And when that's filled, going to add a momentum to each side of the momentum tracker. Of course, in these key operations, the struggle tracker is empty at the beginning, and then we'll be adding momentum and removing it as we go. That's the other thing about these two squads or strike teams. They don't really fool around with the momentum with their abilities. So that will hopefully take away some potential corner cases where we have to figure out, okay, we're supposed to remove a momentum, but what does that actually mean? Or spend a momentum, say like Hera or IG-11, stuff like that. So we'll hopefully be keeping it basic here just to figure things out. The aggressor is going to be going after the non-priority objectives, trying to flip them to inactive because those are the docking clamps. And once we have 3 of those made inactive, then we'll be able to go on to stage 2. There's a few ways we can do that, but we'll get there as we go. So let's get started. I'll also mention that I 3D printed a little prototype tracker thing, so we'll see how useful that is. I also tried 3D printing a little a dice tray design where it's split in the middle so that when I'm playing against myself, as I do sometimes, I can keep the dice separated. So the first pull is going to be Echo and Tech. They are far away from the agent. So I think I'm going to reserve them. And we'll see who's next. Hopefully someone in the other squad, like Maul. Maul works. So to set up here, we want to be controlling, so within 2 of the agent, so that we can give him an advance or a climb from the moving the agent part. But we want, so disabling the docking clamps if the agent is within 2. So the best case scenario is having the agent end up contesting an objective that is also being controlled by the aggressor, because then we automatically flip it to inactive, and then we just roll to see if we're getting damage off the lockdown tracker, which doesn't have any damage yet. Otherwise, we're rolling dice to try and make it inactive to go for the flip. So yeah, we'll try to. I don't know if I'm gonna make that happen. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually get a base within 2 of the agent. Maybe if you go straight like that. Yeah, if he's directly under, we could make that happen maybe. So we'll take our move action. And there are some ladders on these 3D printed buildings. Take our move action. And then, oh yeah, we can get there. So Maul will take a damage to do force speed. And then take cover action. We'll center ourselves there where we hopefully, yeah, be within 2 of both. So he'll gain a hunker for what it's worth. And we will control that. We don't actually have anyone controlling this back here. But we'll see if that bites us or not. We are controlling the agent. So he gets an advance. So I'll just throw him, just put him within 2. And so now we can go on to, we can flip that to inactive. And roll 3 defense dice. No blocks, so no damage would come off, but we don't need it off anyway. All right, so that's the turn 1. So now the Sentinel, what are we gonna do here? So they do have someone within 2 of this objective. So you're controlling that. See who the pull is. Mother Talzin. So she can get Savage moving. But we want to be controlling the security terminals which are the priority ones. I don't think... Yeah, Savage isn't going to make it over to that one. And she's not really going to make it over to this one. So I think we put her in reserve as well. We get Django instead. Okay. So yeah, we could get an attack off on Maul. We could... Let's see here. What if I did jump? Yeah, jetpack focus action. That'll get him there. So, we'll do the client is getting impatient. So yeah, he does a focus and gets a jump. I guess, is he contesting that one as well? By being in the middle? I feel like this objective might have moved a little bit. Yeah, we're a little... Alright, we're contesting but the wrong elevation, so that won't matter. Okay. So he gets a focus jump. I'll take a shot at Maul. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Maul is hunkered and technically within 1 of terrain. So he's going to get an extra 2 actually. So 6, 7, 8. Alright, so our 2 expertise on Django becomes a crit damage. And then, nope, I'm looking at Savage. It becomes 2 crits. And on Maul, 2 expertise becomes 2 blocks. So 2 crits getting through, 3 damage and strain. And then he'll spend 1 for his jetpack and climb up here. And I think the fight's gonna kind of move this way, so we'll sit a little more over this way. That will get that. 2 for the Sentinel, which will put 2 damage, but I'm going to use cubes on our lockdown tracker here. Anything at the end of this Sentinel? Yeah, that's all at the end of the Sentinel. Alright, back to Aggressor. So now do we want Echo and Tech to go? They're not going to be anywhere near the agent. We can still do things though. So docking clamp, if the Aggressor controls with 1 or more allied characters contesting, you can roll 3 dice looking for a crit. I mean, at the same time, It's nice to have someone in reserve for Kenobi to do his patience. So we'll leave them in reserve for now. We get the Shatterpoint. And that's interesting. So I could have Maul go, throw Django around, and be getting the agent another advance to come over to these. But the thing is, he has to end contesting the agent, so he wouldn't move much. But you could pull Django down, hit him, and then move. But it'd be nice to get, because he's not going to get there. You have to be contesting or controlling the objective. Here. Yeah, the aggressor has to be at least contesting, if not controlling, the objective that the agent is on. This goes away. So we could also have Rex go and get some other people moving around. You know, give someone a dash so that they're so I get control of this other objective. Which also push Django off. And then also probably get over here to give the agent that move. So everything's going to kind of move this way. So I could send a commando up here, and you can... Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll even send this further guy. He will get... He'll use scale to get a climb up here. And then maybe later he can be coming to contest this objective and get in the way of them getting more security consoles. So do that. Does he get the... He gets the hunker without it having to be a dash. So using a scale to convert it to a climb does not get rid of the hunker bonus. And then Rex can do his move action. And take a shot at Django. So that will be 7 dice on 5. A lot of expertise there. And a lot of expertise there. So 4 expertise is 2 crits. Oops. And 3 expertise is 3 blocks. So all the hits are going to be blocked. 2 crits getting through, that'll get 2 shoves. and 2 damage. So that's good. Get him off there. Push him to the edge and down over here. And then you can follow up. Be right underneath. And we gotta make sure we're within 2 of the agent. Yep. Sure. Okay, so that won't actually flip that though. Do we use one? Do we use a forced defensive maneuver and go up? Will it make him more defensive as well? I think so. So hunker, jump up. Again, still need to be within 2 of the agent. There we are. And so we'll flip control of that. We'll get control of this. We're within 2 the agent, so he can make an advance. Over here. And then so we have one that's controlled by the aggressor that doesn't have the agent close to it, so we'll roll 3 attack dice looking for a crit. And we get one. Nice. So that one becomes inactive. So that's 2 down already. 2 turns. Very nice. So, Sentinel turn. We could have, if we have Mama Talzin go, we could at least maybe be contesting those 2, but from the wrong elevation. Goes that, and you gotta get up on here. So that won't, but yeah, he could go sit over by that one, get him ready to go that way, I guess. There's an ingress point there. Oh, I put that crate in a bad spot, didn't I? Oh, one person can get up there. So yeah, he could go here. She could go there. Take a shot at Rex or something. If she pushes him far enough. No, Django's not within 2 for that. But make it easier for next turn. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So tactic. Another Dathomirian advance or dash. I mean, do that with Savage. Then he gets his unwitting brute dash. Make sure he's staying within 2. And then she can get an advance. Or move action. And she's got a range 4 attack, which is not enough to shoot a Rex. So, I wonder if I should have done a climb instead. Rewind. This is, of course, not allowed in a real game, but when you're playing against yourself, you can be nice to yourself. Yeah, the thing is, the take cover action isn't actually going to help either. Oh, but there's an ingress point over there. Can I? Yeah, I'm sure I could get within 1 of that. For sure. Come up. And then, still won't be within 4. But we will do our take cover action. Make this a little harder to control. She'll gain her hunker. So the agent isn't an enemy or an ally. So I can't do manipulating hand or anything like that on him. If I was close enough to do it for Rex, oh, maybe. Could send him away, and then the Sentinel, Django, would be controlling the agent. Yeah, let's do it. So, spend 2, manipulating hand, Rex away. And then can't flip this objective, but currently Django is controlling the agent. Put that there for now. And then we're controlling, Sentinel's controlling these 2. But only 1 security console, so that will only add 1 to the lockdown tracker. All right. Echo, pick a next card. Be easy to take that. We need to move over here. Let's see who's next. Barris. Barris can do it. Not in a way that contests. Well, if I come over here, I could shove Mama T, be contesting this, and him. So, let's see here. But I would need to be within, I need to get up somehow. Can I actually make it there to do? things. Maybe. Let's do, whoops, sorry, Owlman. We do that. Maybe we could just like spend all of our force, because why not? Spend one for force speed. Be engaged with Savage, probably. It's not going to be close enough, but maybe if I get a shove and follow up, maybe I can make that happen. Although the shove angle is not great. Alright, well, let's see. See if we get a 4-3 force push as well. Probably not, but yeah, because we need to. Well, yeah, then I can pay for it after. That's fine. Okay. So, Barris is going to attack Savage. So 4 for Savage and just 6 for Barris. It's a crit. That's nice. Ooh, not good. Okay. 1 expertise, 1 crit, 1 expertise for Savage, 1 block, so he doesn't get the jump back either. So that'll be 4. Needed 5 for the free ability, but oh, I do get a reposition though. So 4 down the tree. Oh, or I could do jump. Oh. Fun all around. So two shoves. We'll do the 2 shoves. Damage and expose because only 1 shove will get through on Savage. 2 damage and shove. So 5. So 5 down to 4 because of protection. Get a shove. We'll actually see how far this way we can push him. Or we can get follow-ups, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to become exposed. And she will get a jump. So a jump. Yeah, as long as I'm on the platform, I'll be contesting. To be contesting him, basically need to be here. Okay. So then we'll blow through some more force. Spend to force push another Talzin that way. Really capture this struggle. Oh, hold on. Okay, no, that's all fine, but I think I'm supposed to be adding momentum, aren't I? Momentum. The start of each turn, before revealing an order card, active player adds a momentum to their side of the struggle tracker. So, we've had 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. And they've had 2, so we'll do that. Okay. I was thinking the aggressor is doing so well. Like, that's obviously going to be a lock for them, but because I'm forgetting rules. There is a countdown happening. Not that they're not doing well, but still. So, end of aggressor's turn. Agent is controlled by aggressor. He gets a advance. See how far he can advance while still being. Yeah, we get control of that. Still being in contesting range. Okay, so I think that's the free and active. But then I roll 3 defense dice, see if I remove one off the lockdown tracker, which I got a block, so I do. Right. Okay. So, it's the end of the aggressor's turn. End of any turn. So 1 or fewer active docking stations, which there's only the 1. This stage is complete. The agent boards the ship. The aggressor may remove a momentum from each side of the struggle tracker. All right. That up, and then we're on to stage 2. Time to leave. So that was only half an hour. Okay. Priority objectives stay the same. The other ones correspond with actually the attack dice. We don't completely have symbols for that. What happens to the control? I mean, it became inactive. So I assume we remove control. That one. Do you have these guys? Use this and other priority objective. So block will be the hit. So that's this one. Fail is this one. Expertise. And the crit will be the priority token over here. So if the agent is within 2 of an objective not marked with a priority objective token, mark that objective with the escape ship token. So yeah, maybe we'll do the priority. We'll do this as our escape ship token. He's within 2 of that. The one with no mark will be our crit result. Otherwise, okay. Then place the escape ship armored target token card, which I put over here. And the cargo bay card, didn't bother with that. I'll just put them next to the armored target card. That's the lockdown tracker. Then fill in all empty spaces of the lockdown tracker. Move the agent. So he is now in the ship. So we'll put him, we'll just put him out of the way. So objectives marked with priority tokens are security consoles still, landing zones, the ones not marked with priority objectives, landing zone escape ship token is the escape ship. Escape ship can be attacked only as described with blast missiles. We've got end of every turn, end of turn, start of each aggressor's turn. Okay. So next is the Sentinel, so we'll read over that. End of each Sentinel's turn after determining control of objectives. One character in the unit just activated may make an attack on the escape ship. Normal rules, but yeah. Alright, so basically the Sentinel is now trying to destroy this escape ship. The aggressor is trying to get on the ship. Or no, first they gotta Okay, so we're fighting for control of the priority objectives, which are the security consoles. I think in between stages we remove control completely. I think would make sense. Okay, so Sentinel's turn. So we'll see who's next. Savage. Okay, so do we try to get control of more security consoles or do damage to the ship? So we don't really care about control of the other objectives, it seems. It's all about the security consoles. So, add a momentum, start of the turn. Could climb up and whack the ship. Yeah, I think we do that. So we'll do a climb. And they're already contesting that. That's fine. Not going to get over there. I mean, I might be able to dash while Django's in the way. Oh, maybe I might be able to dash down that way, get that console. So we'll max out our contesting distance here. And smack the ship. So what are we going for? We want... Oh, he doesn't have any shoves, though. He'll definitely do damage. He doesn't have any shoves. So I only get up to one step on it. Does anyone have shove on one? B2s have shove on one. Dooku. Maybe we attack Barris? Alright, she's about to jump onto the ship, so... Might be best to just run over here. Yeah. Move action. For the advance. And then we can do... It doesn't even need to, really. Take cover, I guess. And... So he gets a hunker. I mean, I get a heal if I did an attack and did damage, but... We'll get control of... So yeah, no one's in contesting range of this. I don't think... Oh no, Rex still is. Savage has that. They have that. No one's got this. Technically I have this. Aggressor has that and that. I don't think it matters, but... Oh, and this. But we'll mark it down anyway, just in case. So that was the aggressor's turn. Or the Sentinels, I mean. So we didn't attack the ship. So, end of the Sentinel's turn, roll an attack die for each security console they control. For each hit, result in the roll, place a damage token the next open space of the escape ship. Armored target. So, we got two of the objectives. So 2 attack dice, looking for hits. And we get 1, so that will get the first space on the armored target. Maybe we use the blue ones. Okay. Now, into parking. The start of each aggressor's turn. Okay. Okay, start of each aggressor's turn. Before revealing an order card, an allied unit may embark on the escape ship. So Barris is going to do that. Why does the... Nope, there's another page. Okay. knew there was something with it moving around, so... But anyway, she will get on. So I'll put her with Commando here. This cable. She's embarked on the ship. They're mounted infantry. Mounted infantry. Characters in the unit cannot move. No reason unless dismounting. Wow. Where's dismounting? Oh, yeah, dismounting. Okay. At the beginning of each aggressor's turn after embarking, escape ship moves to a landing zone determined as follows. If there are 5 damage, so there's only 1 damage on there. So 0 to 2, attacker chooses a landing zone. Okay. Do we go pick up Maul and Rex? Yeah. I mean, do you want to take Maul off the field? I mean, Maul and the Shatterpoint have gone. Yeah. We'll go with that. At the end of each aggressor's turn, choose an allied character. Advance toward the escape ship. Okay, so Rex could do that if he wanted to. Okay. Okay. So, add a momentum. Start of the turn. Tech and Echo are in reserve. I kind of want to keep them there for the jump, Kenobi jump, though. Rex is next. What do we try to do here? We want to get picked up, but then also slow down the damage on the ship. So can he... I think he can contest both. So if we... Oh yeah, we want to give someone a dash. Oh yeah, so we want to keep our units together as well so that they can get picked up by the ship. So... But maybe... Commando here to tie up control of that objective. So we're not picking them up at the end of this round anyway. Still have a turn. They're gonna go tie that up. And at the end of this turn we're picking up Maul. Where does it start? It's start of the aggressor's turn. So it's going to sit there until the start of next turn, aggressor's turn, and pick up Maul. So yeah, let's move Rex. So we gave him the move again. Tactic. He gets oopsies. Another hunker. Spotters has lost his hunker now. he's going to do a climb. Out of engagement with him. Savage. Oh no, because we can't do a full move action. So I'll go there. And as long as we move in to contesting range, we'll beat him 2-1. So let's do a 7 dice attack. And we'll coordinated fire at damage, and he's exposed. So that'll be 5. He's on 5 and exposed. So we'll do 5 more through protection, so 6 technically. He gets 4. No expertise, 2 blocks. His Rex's expertise becomes 2 hits. So that will be a full tree. Do some heals, but there's no one to heal. Well, yeah, we need to be doing 6 damage. So we get 7. That will wound Savage. No longer exposed. Actually, he becomes re-exposed. And 1 shove. And a reposition. So oh yeah, steadfast ignores the shove. Reposition. We can King of the Hill it here. And flip that. And then, so he is not a support. So we get a momentum, or we would get a momentum. We want to remove. A momentum. So move it from our side. But Talzin and Dooku will get their clapbacks here. So we'll start with Talzin, I guess. Too far away to get the attack off, but we'll get the Ingress point up here so we can contest the. Or no, we already have that security spot. We want to get that or this. Maybe we start moving. So with Dooku's, maybe we start moving a B2 over this way so that he can get over. There is no ingress point. Well, he'll be able to climb up here. That'll flip that for what it's worth. Get 2 force back. Alright, so end of aggressor's turn. End of aggressor's turn. So an allied character may advance towards the escape ship. He's already in contesting range. But towards is a pretty wide bubble for these guys. Just advance him in. something. So advance Obi-Wan. And then he'll kind of make his way over this way. So that's mad dash. Beginning. Okay, Sentinel. Gains momentum. Let's see who's next. Shatterpoint. Okay, so how are we going to get the most objectives here? Most security terminals. We could move Dooku and a Magna Guard forward, dash each, then make an advance, then so that should get them both to the ingress point. So you could both be up here, get that one. Maybe he makes an attack on Rex, but the reposition comes first is the problem. Because if I could shove him off, reposition, then I would get that one. He needs to be shoved off for sure. But even if I wound him, he'll only be tied. So but start getting it going here. Otherwise, you make an attack on the ship. Yeah, what do we need on the ship? Because we need a shove, damage, shove or damage. You can get 3 spots. Maybe 4 if I get a condition. So if I get 5 steps on Makashi, 6 dice. Yeah, let's do it. We got to get some damage on the ship. Well, that just adds momentum, though. It doesn't actually get rid of. Well, but controlling the consoles also just gets damage on the ship. So yes, so let's do it. Okay. Magna Guard. We do need to be within range 4. Okay, anyway. So if I dash up here, and then I can do my move action. He gets an advance, so he'll come up here as well. And then, so we did a move. So he will get an attack, do an attack on the armored or escape ship. Escape ship gets 5 dice. Range. Ooh, that's a lot of crits. 2 expertise. 1 block. 3 blocks. Blocks of hits. 3 crits get through. So shove damage. 2 damage. Shove 2 damage. So we will get 3 steps, or like 3 damage basically on the armored target. Yeah, okay. So that will be Dooku. End of every turn. Oh, I missed the end of the aggressor's turn. Okay. If end of the aggressor's turn and that unit that just activated is contesting a security console, which Rex was, roll 3 attack dice plus an additional 2 if he's controlling the console. So I get 5 attack dice. I think we're looking for crits here. For each crit and hit in the roll, remove a damage from the lockdown tracker. So 2 from the lockdown tracker. Right. There. Alright, now we're squared up again, I think. So end of Sentinel's turn, roll an attack die for each security console. Alright, I need to do control. You control that. So 2. Oops. We get a hit. Is that what we're looking for? Each hit in the roll place damage on the escape ship. Nice. So, oh yeah, I was gonna move them along to the affiliate. So we got one more hit there. So good turn for Dooku, because we got good turn for the Sentinels, because we got 4 more damage on the armored target, escape ship thing, you know, the thing. So now start of the aggressor's turn, get momentum. And start. Okay. Embarking. So if every character in the unit is within 2 of the escape ship, so Maul is, then he jumps on. That is embarking. He's now mounted infantry. Beginning aggressor's turn. So there are. Oh, I did that wrong. Whoops. There. It's the damage on the lockdown tracker determines what the escape ship does. So that was my bad. The defender or sentinel should have determined the move of the ship, which might have determined what the aggressor did. So I think it's kind of too late to backtrack on that. So it's now 3 to 4. Roll an attack die. So let's have the defender choose this time, because they should have chosen last time. So hopefully that'll even out the board state a little bit. So we'll put it back here, make them come to the ship over there. And okay, so let me see who's next. We could have Echo and Tech go. They could come over here. Maybe shoot at the B2s or something. But we're waiting for that jump from Kenobi, so let's. We don't really have the force for it, so it's the commandos. What are we going to do with the commandos? We could take that point. Start moving over that way. Well, no, they'd need to push. There's two of them there. There's only one. That's not the best option, is it? Could get some damage out though. They'll lose their hunkers. Let's try not to use the force on this play. So he'll dash here. He'll advance, basically take his place, and they'll both throw attacks into the Magna Guard, I think. I mean, that's interesting. Well, it would cost a force. Yeah, sounds like it work. Just thinking about Rex's follow-up attack could shove the Magna Guard off, but then you need a force for their defensive maneuver as well. So that's not going to work. So start with the farther one. Way he gets 6 dice to attack, and the Magna Guard gets 5 on defense. Oof. Just 2 expertise, but that's 2 blocks. For the Magna Guard, 1 expertise for the commandos is a crit. So 2 get through for 2 damage and a pin. And then the next one will shoot. Ooh, 2 crits. And expertise will become a 3rd crit. 3 expertise will become 2 blocks. So just 3 crits getting through for 5 damage, or 4 damage and strain. Let's see, 4 damage and strain, I think. Because then that takes them to 6 pin and strain. Dangerously close to death if they take that strain damage. So they might have to move. Okay. So we maintain control of that. There's been really no change in control. So at the end of the aggressor's turn, choose an allied character to advance towards the ship. Ship's that way. Character. Good move. Move Echo up, or do we move Kenobi into the middle of things? I think we move Kenobi. He might be close enough to take that objective or something. If I get my, well, I'll get my patience jump next turn, so that'll help. Okay. So he got his advance, taking flight beginning, start, end of the Sentinel's turn, end of the aggressor's turn. Okay, end of the aggressor's turn, and that unit is contesting security console. So yeah, we can test and control that, so we get another five dice. Attack dice, looking for crits and hits, which there are 2. And then we remove damage from that tracker. All right. Okay, so start of Sentinel's turn, gain a momentum, and then end start of aggressor, beginning of aggressor, end of aggressor. Alright, so let's just see who's next. It's the B2s, so I want to get some control of these points. The escape ship is within range of attacks here. We need to get a condition on it. That might be difficult. You need 4 steps on the tree to get a condition. So, I mean, we could do our attacks first. They're range 5. So yeah, we'll do our attacks first. So 6 dice. We don't want to focus because we want to do the climb to get this objective. If only I could get the freebie objective or damage first. But maybe these 2 attacks. As long as the first one gets a condition, then maybe the second one can move us down the track. Oh, we got some crits. Of course, we're doing ranged attacks, so it's going to be damage, straight damage, instead of more results.
So 4 expertise on the ship is 2 blocks.
The expertise just becomes damage, so that's useless. So just the 2 steps, which is shove damage, damage, so nothing. Try again with the other guy. Expertise again, no crits, so expertise will be blocks. So yeah, that did nothing. Kind of figured, but worth a shot. So he'll do a climb up here. Get that. And what about you? Do you do a climb? Same thing? Make sure it's hard to get this one. Yeah, do that. So we do have 3 objectives. So we will roll 3 attack dice. 1 hit.
End of Sentinel's turn.
So one does get the hit there. I'm just gonna start doing that way. Or maybe I could use the pots. I'll use the red ones. Okay, so that gets the condition result, which is nice.
Now it is end of each Sentinel's turn. Oh. Can be attacked, but only oh, whoops. I can't just attack whenever I want. I'm supposed to be attacking only at the end of my turn. Well,
we'll say I did that and it did nothing because that's kind of what happened. I could have been making attacks on no. Alright. I think it's the aggressor, start of the aggressor's turn. Momentum. Now we'll try to do the start of the turn properly. And start. Embark. No one's within 2. So that doesn't happen. Infantry. Beginning of aggressor's turn. So we have between 0 and 2 on the lockdown tracker. So that means now I can be choosing where it goes. Although, oh yeah, I could put up here. So maybe I can get Echo and Tech or Obi-Wan onto the ship. So we'll pick Obi-Wan, put him into reserve. He gets 3 heals, which don't really do anything, and a jump, and then it'll be Tech's, Tech and Echo's turn. So I want them to get to the ship or get that or both. So let's see. Do I want to use a force? That's the other question. I think we do. Because then he can dash up here. And they get a hunker, power up their attack rolls. He will also, whoops. He will also do a dash. And then for their actual move action, because he's not in range yet, we'll go. We want to be in contesting range of the ship. Should be easy to do that. We also want to be able to shove him off. So he's going to go there. And yeah, we're not going to be able to sit right there, but we could sit from below. Down. Test that. And that at the same time. Nice. But we need to push them far enough to not be contesting anymore. So these will be 7 dice attacks because of the hunker, adding a die. We'll start with the back one. We have 4 on range defense. 2 blocks. So, 2 expertise for them is a crit. 2 blocks, so 2, which will be strain damage, shove damage. They have protection, so they'll only take 1 damage. And the strain, I will get a shove. And ooh, what's that? I think he can get around. I think he can go around that. Just barely. He'll make the ranged attack. He does have line of sight. Same thing. 2 expertise on defense. We have 1 block. 4 expertise. Will be crit, hit, and a damage. So 2 block, 2 results, and damage. So damage will be negated by protection. Strain will become a damage. So it'll be 3 damage. And a shove or a heal? I think we'll do the shove. And then now we control this one. And, well, that technically, but it doesn't really matter. Now what? End of every turn. Alright, so 5 dice. Or, 3 plus 2, because I contest and control that security terminal. Was it crits and hits or just hits? Crits and hits. Anyway, there's only 1 left, so we remove that. And therefore, yeah, we can remove the lockdown tracker. And then at the end of the aggressor's turn, someone may advance towards the escape ship. Yeah, we'll be able to choose where it goes. So do we just get everybody over there? I guess so. Yeah, because if we keep it there and get everyone contesting there, then we can get a perfect victory here. So, even though they could steal that point, I think we'll move Rex over. And then it's the Sentinel's turn. We get 1. And beginning aggressor and start of Sentinel and so Sentinel just starts as normal. And it will be Dooku actual turn. So you can't attack the escape ship on your turn. You have to attack at the end of the turn. Now, I could give that Magnaguard a dash. Do I want to get all of the... Oh, I can't get all of the security terminals. I could get that one though for sure. Be able to make an attack at the end. So we'll give... Oh yeah, the Magnaguard will shed the pin. He will dash. Maybe wound commandos in the process. Yeah, start with an attack. Makashi. So that will be 7 dice on 4. Two will become 2 blocks. And 2 for Dooku will become 2 crits. So that would be 3 down the tree for, could do 5 damage down to 4. And reposition. Oh yeah, because the move is going to be thwarted, I say. Because they're not wounded. So reposition up. I'll put us within 4, right? Okay, so we had to go this side. So we're in range of the escape ship. 4 damage on the commandos. And I guess we do a move action to set off the towards move for the Magna Guard here. Although that will set off the string. Well, whatever. We kind of gotta just do what we can here. So Magna Guard's gonna be left. They can't really reach that though. Flipping that. Well, we could get them into the mix and then try to push people away from contesting the ship. Because at this point they're just going for getting people onto the ship to get a major victory. So we'll do that. And then at the end of the Sentinel's turn, then we can attack the ship. I could switch. So what do we want? We want shove, damage, which is exactly what Makashi is good for. So let's do that. Let's see, ship's defense. 3, 4 blocks. So we're going for crits here. Crits, 2 is crits, 3 crits. So we'll get 3 spaces. So to finish that ship off and gain 2 momentum, then they need a damage. So that should be pretty easy. Alright. So aggressor's turn. Momentum. Start of aggressor's turn. Allied unit may embark. Well, Echo and Tech would be easier to move away. So I think we put them on the ship. Rex will have an easier time getting himself back onto it. So, oh, no, end of Sentinel's turn. Don't we get to roll dice to do other damage? Yes, 1 attack die for each security console. So I control 3, so I get 3 attack dice. Ooh, 2 hits and a crit. Are we looking for crits and hits? Just hits. But that will fill the tracker. So we remove the damage and add 2. Add, where is it? After the attack. 2 momentum, either side of the tracker. So basically do 1 each. Okay, so we've got a clean slate here for next. Okay, so back to this. So they've embarked. Beginning. Embarking, so 0-2. So we're keeping him there. Keeping the ship there. And. Yeah. Okay, so Kenobi is next. We want to keep him close here. He's got no force. So what is he going to do? Not much. Because it's not like... can I get a jump off the tree or something? If he did a lot of damage. There's no real point getting that. I already have this. I'm not going to get up there and take that. There's really no point running away. Just to run back. So... I don't have any damage on them. Like, what do we do here? Maul can't be healed because the people on the ship aren't in range of anyone. Yeah, there's basically nothing to do with him. Hunker. We'll take cover. And then sit in a spot that's harder to shove off of, I guess. Kind of a boarding turn for Kenobi there. Fresh force. Don't have to worry about the lockdown tracker and the security terminal stuff. And yeah, don't have to worry about that. Sentinel's turn. Beginning. End of the aggressor's turn. An allied character may advance. Oh yeah, Savage is wounded, so he can make a full advance. Whoops. Towards. Yeah. Escape ship. Oh, does that get him there? He is contesting. Alright, just need to get this guy over there. Okay. We won't set off the escape yet because we still got to get that guy in. So next will be the Magna Guards, and so yeah, we're gonna try to push people away So he could go and try to push Rex away.
And the other guy can try to push that commando further away.
Like that. Six dice. So we'll start with the one on the commando. So that is 4 dice. Defense. 2 blocks. Ends up being 2 expertise for you. It's 2 crits. So we get 3. Might be a wound actually. I get a reposition. So 5 damage down to 4. So that will wound them. And I'll do the reposition. Kind of block things up for other people trying to escape. Get 2 shoves as well. They're not steadfast because they don't have any hunkers. So, blop. Blop. Move that guy away. Now, other one is going to attack Rex. Rex has a hunker, so he will get an extra die for 6. Get your 6. 1 expertise on the block. On the defense gets block, crit. 3 crits. So that'll be the 5 damage. And 2 shoves again. Oh yeah, that string got set off earlier. 2 shoves. But he's steadfast. Where's my range 2? Where are you? I put it back. So bump him there. I don't think he can totally go. Yeah. Bump him there. Out of range. And I could do a reposition. Just body out the edge of contesting range. And then that's them. Oh, right. If I was at the right elevation, then I could get an attack. But that does not happen. So, end of Sentinel's turn. Yeah, the attack doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, before that, 1 attack die for each security console, so 3. I don't think I did the momentum at the start of the turn. 1 result there. Alright, refresh. Barely used any force. Okay. Start of aggressor's turn. That's end. Start. A unit may embark. What unit do we want to embark? It's kind of only Kenobi that can. The other 2 are... Well, he's in contesting range, but his friend does not. We'll have him embark. Momentum. Oh, so the clock is ticking pretty close there, actually. It felt like a sweep for the aggressor, but yeah, getting this final major victory condition is actually we're actually squeaking by here, maybe. So I can move the escape ship. Do I want to move the escape ship? I mean, I could pick this as kind of a central point for the commando to get to. Rather than trying to make him cross the board to get into contesting range. And because we're not going to get both Rex and commandos in range. Although at the end of the turn, someone gets an advance, don't they? Yeah, no, we leave it there because if Rex goes, the commander can get a dash, and then at the end of the turn he can get an advance. And that would hopefully get them all in contesting range. So let's do that. Alright, who is it? It's Kenobi. What can he do as mounted infantry? Another turn. So, yeah, you can only make melee attacks. So, that would be like a null turn. So we'll reserve him. Could I technically heal? No, I don't think so. Because yeah, he's not within range of anyone. Unless I choose to activate him, I think. Maul. So I could dismount, do damage to wound the Magna Guard. Stay in contesting range, which Obi-Wan could have also done, but I'm fishing for Rex here. Yeah, we could put him back on the board. He will potentially get wounded is the thing, though. So it'd be kind of a complete balance here, but we want to do something with him, right? He removes his hunker. He is also strained. We could recover. And I can do shoves. That doesn't matter. So melee attack, he's got 5. Alright, we could pull. So I'll pull for 2 damage. Gonna get him out of the way. So now we're sitting at 6. They'll also become exposed, not that that matters. And then do his attack. The other one, so 5, so 6 plus 2 is 8. One expertise. Crit and a damage. 2 blocks. So 2 crits, 3. So yeah, they're wounded for sure. So then we can remove a momentum from either side. Wounded. He'll get 3 steps, so we'll put a pin on them as well. And then oh, nope, we don't get a momentum because they are supports. But Talzin gets her clapback. So that was not smart, maybe. But if we reposition, she might not be able to attack him anyway. We don't need that one. We're going to reposition away from Talzin. She doesn't care that it's a support. So now can Talzin get into range? No. Dooku's ability is not set off. Okay, I think that's Maul. End of aggressor's turn. Don't have to worry about the lockdown tracker. Yes, someone gets an advance. So Commando is going to get an advance towards the ship. So now if Rex goes, we can definitely finish this off. So back to the Sentinel. Momentum. Dooku could get in there and mess some things up. Commandos are already wounded. Spars is going to get a dash. Really body these up. So we did. What do we want to do? We want to. I mean, Rex is already out of contesting range. We could wound him though. We could also wound Maul. Really body up this point. Could send Commando away to lunch. Does that screw it up more? Yeah, because if we send him outside of dashing range, then Rex's turn isn't able to get him. Well, no, because they could get in advance still. I think we go for the wound on Rex. So we'll dash. Dash here. Spars will dash in because why not add more body blocking going on here. He actually gets a second dash from his own ability. But, well, yeah, because we want to be blocking contesting range, so put him in there. And then he's going to attack. Do we focus an attack? Because we'll get the reposition on one, so we could be up there for the attack on the ship. So yeah, let's do that. We'll focus and attack. So that'll be 8 dice on Rex's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the cover is at his elevation. But is the line in between? Yeah, I think that counts. Because it goes through terrain that is at the attacker's elevation or higher within an inch. Range 1, so. Okay, that's not a lot of crits, but well, with 4 expertise, it's 2 crits and a hit. And with 3, it becomes 2 blocks. So 3 blocks. So 4 down the tree. So we'll get the reposition. And 7 damage. So that will wound him. So we can gain a momentum. And reposition first and then shove. So yeah, basically if we reposition, we're not going to be able to shove him. But that's okay. Go over here. And yeah, no shove. We get the wound for momentum. Now, first it's security terminals. Yeah, accessing security terminals. So 3. One more result. And then he will do his attack. Melee attack, 7 dice. 5 for the ship. Oh boy. 2 block. 2 becomes 1. 2 expertise becomes 1. 4 blocks. So 3 crits are getting through. What do we need here? We need a damage, which we get. We need a shove or a damage, which we also get. And then we need a condition, so we can also do that. Nice. Okay, so down to 1 here. So start of the turn, we're actually going to be putting the struggle token on the center. So this is the last turn for the aggressor. So we gotta make it happen here. Again, possible if we get Rex or the commandos. Start. Turn. So neither of them is within contesting range. Well, Maul is, so we'll put Maul back in there. End, start. Beginning. So I'll keep him in that landing zone. And end. Okay. So we need Rex. There he is. He will give Commando a dash. And he will do a dash himself. And then at the end of the aggressor's turn, if the lockdown tracker has been removed from play, and if one or more characters in allied units are contesting the escape ship or mounted infantry, aggressor may choose to evacuate. If they do, for each aggressor's unit that has all its characters within range 2 of the ship, that unit immediately embarks. This one was within range, right? Yes. So, commandos. And Rex. Move, move, move. Then count the number of mounted infantry units in the aggressor's strike team, which is all 6. So, major victory, the entire strike team and the agent escape. The aggressor carries the day. Minimum casualties, maximum results. Their superiors will be impressed. As happens when you send Obi-Wan Kenobi and Rex on a mission. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. It very much came down to the wire, much more than I was expecting, given how quickly stage 1 went for the aggressor. Definitely feel like the Sentinel side could use some more mobility in order to cover more of the board faster. Unfortunately, both of these primaries are a little more slow moving, but like take everybody with them type of deal. But
the aggressors didn't have to cover the full board and come to them. Quickly got that one. There's one back here, and then just getting one of those two, and stage 1 is done. So that might have slowed them down a little quicker. And I had some rules issues there, where with attacking the ship, which was actually an advantage to the Sentinel, although I didn't get a ton of progress. I don't think I got much more progress than I would have by just doing one attack at the end of each turn. But anyway, also I think because the accessing the security consoles comes before blast 'em in the rules, but they're both end of Sentinel's turn effects. So I'm not sure if you could do them in either order, because if you could do it in, like, you might want to choose, like, hey, this next step is going to be difficult for the current character to get through, so let's do the accessing the terminal part first and try to get that result out of the way so that the attack can go through the next steps, or vice versa. So I tried to just follow the order from the rules as much as possible if I remembered them correctly, but that might be something to clarify in the forum, I guess. Otherwise, let me know if I missed anything that I didn't call out. Hopefully I didn't miss too much, and hopefully that was enjoyable for you to watch and kind of get a sense of how this key operation plays. And then hopefully I'll have a chance to try the other one as well and get a video up for that. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and like if you enjoyed. I will see you next time.